Technical difficulties.
I believe in you.
Because it's at default. Why? Why did I did not do anything? Testing. Okay. So ignore everything that happened within the last 30, 40 seconds and pretend it just started. Hello, Collins. I'm Little Cat, and welcome back to Immortal Part 2, a high-level D&D 5e campaign where I master the game for my friends who get sometimes occasionally emotional damage. Speaker gets an inspiration point for the art of storytelling. And in session 42, early in the morning, and generally the wait no in session 42 you had a chat with a guy that is quite strange and quite chaotic. Maybe you don't know what his stance is. He invites you into his house and he asks you a bunch of questions and gives you a task in return for getting some entry buttons made out of wood, very polished, very nice wood. And after a bit of back and forth, that got kind of deep sometimes, Second finally understood what happened in the before times. All of you make your way to the gates and you waited around for a fair bit, playing which line will I go into? The ultimate question in every paying counter and immigration spot. Before you waited and waited and waited, all the while you were hanging out with random people, asking questions, listening to what they were talking about in general, and you picked up the goings on. When finally it is the dead of night, you find yourself where the area has quieted down heaps, and most people gathering are now starting to clump up to rest, or they have disappeared into their caravans, the younger ones especially, except those still waiting in line with you, driving the carriages, pretty much keeping alert so that they may pass. You all realize that by the time you go in, you likely need to find a place to rest safely before going about your task given by Guy Pearson. The carriage in front of you finally moves, leaving you to face some very, very tired looking guards who look like they want nothing more than the end of their shift. Anyone with a passive perception of higher than 22 can see one of the guards on the side, like way in the back, who is happily talking to other guards, and they all seemingly look fresh, as you can't see behind the armor and everything, but they clock you and your bags and seem to be keeping an eye on the situation. Those with a passive perception of higher than 22 can make me an insight check.
Why is such a specific number 22?
Oh boy, let's go.
I don't
Insight.
know.
I flash.
He flash of Jonas.
That would be a 20.
22, 22, 20, and 22. Okay, both of you.
Oh shit, we lost someone.
Wait. Ada, no, her
No,
internet's been
Ada.
trash. Okay, we will wait for. Okay. Now we continue. Okay, so both of you, in unison, clock this guy, clock you, as you're having a conversation between yourself, as you're slowly walking to the front of the line, preparing your bags, because immigration wants to know why you're here and stuff, right? So you're preparing your stories amongst each other. And you recognize that this person that you don't know what they look like yet is really giving a keen interest in what you're carrying. And they're definitely just looking at your bags right now because you're carrying a bunch of brightly colored, vaguely large sacks in the colors rich people tend to wear.
Do
we just state our business, or
This
Oh, don't
happens
mind me,
as
I'm
you're
just
walking
internally panicking.
towards. Internally panicking.
Sorry, did we have any instructions about whether or not we could put the bags in bag of holding and that kind of stuff?
The bag of holding is too small for you to fit the bags. It is wider than what is the 2 feet
sorry,
of the bag?
portable hole.
Portable hole.
they're like large sacks? Are
Yeah, they're large sacks.
Yeah.
So no.
they?
It's
Should we
bigger than the
just-
portable
No,
hole.
no, better
Purple,
not put it in the
brown,
portable hole.
Bright red.
Oh,
Okay.
DM, with the 20 and 22, right? When the guards clocked us, were they clocking any specific individual within our group specifically, or were they clocking the guys holding the quote unquote suspicious
Okay,
package that's
here's the
being
thing.
attended?
Y'all are in disguise. This person is looking at the packages that you're carrying.
Yep.
I had a very
think
stupid
that's
question. Do we
fine,
had
I'll
the
just
time previous session to
safe.
drop off any unwanted items we did not want to bring into Falston with
Yeah.
Frost?
Frosk is in Guy Pearson's house.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
Like,
You have like an hour with him. You can pretty much go like, oh, can we?
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gonna
stuff, yeah.
untick some stuff in my inventory that could be implicating like wires and whatever nonsense to be left with
Wires?
Frost. Do that. Silver layers.
Oh. Sorry, when I got the package, I didn't think it was such a massive thing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I didn't realize
that was my bad.
either.
It is large. It's
Uh,
like Santa Claus sized.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to
Let's go.
wait.
I did mention that when he took it out, he does look like Santa Claus, if not gaunt.
But
I
I thought all
it
the
was the
packages was
picture,
inside
the-
that.
No, it's like one by
Um,
one taking out each sack.
how
I'm going
heavy
to-
are
I
the
thought it was
bags?
because of the color of the package and
they
not the
are-
size.
Carryable.
I
Hmm.
It's like
I'm-
a shopping bag.
What is inside the package? Since we got this massive sacks, I just want to look.
He
I-
told you specifically not to look inside.
I'm going to wave the wooden.
Whether
This
or
is
not
the
you
airport
do,
wooden
Did you
inside?
pack this package yourself? This is the
I-
airport asking that for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
going to wave my the wooden card that's supposed to say that it is under Guy Pearson or whatever the name it's under. We know him as Guy Pearson.
but you also remember that he just chose that name.
Yeah, we know that that's
Yeah,
not
but-
what
yeah,
he goes
but-
by normally.
That we know him as. That's what
Okay,
I
okay.
said,
So you finally reach the front of the line, and the guard is now looking at you.
Question.
Yes.
We can't open the package, but from what we are carrying and the weight, like, can speaker get an idea of the shape or weight of what he's carrying?
Well, one of the sacks, the brown one, has like a big sign that says potatoes,
Okay.
and that one is kind of heavy. It feels like a sack of potatoes. It's bulgy and hard, not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Does customs, like, are we expected to pass the things to them to check? Like, is that how it be?
From watching, it depends on whether or not they trust the people, but generally they tend to look inside.
Yes. So, is this something that Guy Pearson would have brought up?
Not at all.
Like, because he said we can't look inside.
Yes,
but
he said you
if
can't
they
look
ask-
inside.
yeah. So if they ask the people that are supposed to let us in, like, ask us to hand it over for inspection, we can't exactly say no, right?
I'm
but I'm
shrugging
going to
in
wave
real life.
I'm going. I am waving the card, the wooden
For
card.
security, just pulls out their guns.
Okay.
Like, shows us in the
You
back.
see one person with like a clipboard with a piece of paper and a pencil, and he's marking off notes, and then he sees you and he waves you over. Who is going to be at the front?
I guess.
Yeah.
Be in the front as a happy little bugbear.
Okay. So
yeah.
second and speaker are at the front, yes?
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
The person in a very feminine voice goes, all right, can I see your dongles?
Yeah, speaker will take out the tag that he was given and show it.
And then
Pass
another
ours
guard.
to speaker, so speaker like hands them all over, I guess.
It's the one person who carries all the passports, usually the mom. And then accounts. So how many of you are there? She sounds tired.
Let's see. There's 1, 2,
We
3,
just lost someone
5,
again.
There
Oh,
goes Zika.
6,
there we go. Yeah.
7,
5.
7, right? Because the
No,
twins are
6.
with us.
Yeah, the siblings are
No.
with you.
7.
Oh,
Oh, the twins is come.
Yeah,
oh,
Yeah.
I
5
thought
plus
Frost.
2.
Okay, Frost is the only one we left behind.
Yes, the
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
twin
yeah.
the
Oh,
siblings will fight you if they don't get to come.
okay. Okay, so
No.
8.
7.
Wait,
So
7?
7.
Right. You don't look like each other, so I'm gonna guess friends. What is your occupation and why are you in Falson?
Uh,
He will look at the cat person and say, entertainment.
Entertainment. Right. Do you have a group name?
uh, did we
The
come up with
lucky
a team?
7.
Lucky Seven. What kind of entertainment do you provide, and will you be staying in the entertainment district? Um, Zekin, you know where the entertainment district is. There's the general entertainment, and there's the 18 plus entertainment.
Yeah, so there's the red district and there's the other ones.
Uh,
Yeah.
the bugbear will give her like raised little winking eyebrow look.
Your training at the madam's
Oh,
shop
Yes.
from ages
Oh,
ago
no.
kicks in, and she doesn't even flinch. She just looks in your direction and goes, right, that area. All right, I see you carry some sacks. Two of them will check them. You can put them in front here. We'll go through it. And then pass it back. In the meantime, can you step behind the red line and you realize you've walked past a red line? And we will call you to come back when it's ready.
Which 2 is she referring to
Um,
specifically?
Guards behind her, and then you see the guard that was clocking you, Zekin in particular, and Valerius, nod, and then in your direction nod, and then they go in front, and then you hear that person go, "Hey, it's been a long night. I got this. I got this," and then she goes in front and she starts putting the bags in front one by one and loosening the binds. She looks inside, makes like a oh okay, zips it up, yeah, okay, and then she goes to the brown one, potatoes, okay, all good.
And ca-
Zek nods and retrieves the bags for us.
I'm just say thank you.
And then the guard that says all good helps you with the bag of potatoes, goes to the back of, are you with a cart by any chance, or just, yes, right?
We were with the cart, yes.
She makes a show of, let me load you up. And then as she walks with, who is with her? Because I know Zekin and Speaker are at the front.
Yeah.
Valerius, can you?
yeah, sure, why not?
She
Walk
goes.
up
She's carrying the bag with
with my
Valerius, and
-2 strength.
thankfully,
No, you just with her, not like you.
no,
Yeah.
thankfully, the bags that you carry are relatively light.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
It's just the potato bag is quite heavy, so she easily carries up like yoink. Puts it on her shoulder, and then
Oh my, thank
she
you.
under in like a really soft tone, she goes, usually when people get a pass like that, there's some gifts that are ordinarily given.
Ah, Valerius nods in understanding. Then does a show rummaging his pockets. Valerius pulls out a small velvet bag and from a larger velvet bag pulls out some stuff and discreetly puts it into the smaller velvet bag and just like, oh my, I do happen to be of extra weight today. Perhaps you can use this. It may be of better import than me. Out of game, I've given her a few assorted gemstones.
Oh, that's way more. That she takes the bag, but before she opens it, she makes a show of like putting the heavy sack onto the bed of the car, and she goes, "Whoa, this one was a heavy one." And then she pokes her head to the front to the other guards, and like, "Give me a minute." And then she opens the bag, and you don't need to see an insight check to see that she is very pleased with this. She pockets
okay.
it. And then as soon as all the other stuff is loaded up, she hits the side of the carriage and goes, ready to go through.
Before we leave the onlookers, I thank you so much for your help. You were very kind and very helpful. Might I get your name? We might need a personal guard every now and then if you get my drift.
Make me a persuasion check.
Do I get advantage on the account that I gave her freaking gems?
Nope.
Okay.
She's a consummate professional.
Damn!
21.
wow.
Huh. Okay, let me is that okay. I don't usually give my name out, but since you're, I'm assuming, working for him, right?
Valerius does the. He has many people working for him. Won't deny that.
She's looking for like an in, like what is your game here? And she goes, you can call me Riffin.
Riffin, I'll extend a hand while at the same time giving a slight bow. Brendan Lee Mulligan, nice to meet you.
Brandon Lee Mulligan. She doesn't take your hand to shake, but she does put it on her chest, and she gives you like a slight bow. It's like Malaysia, truly Asia, but more in the middle.
Okay.
And then she backs up into the other people. They start conversing. The people, they haven't let you go through yet because the people in front, she's asking you a bunch of like stupid TSA questions. It's like how long you're gonna be here, when was the last time you were here. This is to Zekin and Speaker, and then some very probing questions to Speaker, like how many clients do you have per night, that kind of thing. It's like at some point you're like, these questions are here because she's tired and she knows she still has to do a job and she's irritated. The line of questioning does stop as Riffin comes by and she goes, well, look, after these guys, your shift is done. I can take over. And then Riffin's like, the other lady's like, God, I can't believe I yawned in front of them. All right, move through next. And
Thank you.
We pass through.
and you pass
Yeah.
through
Thank you kindly.
easily. You go through, and some other caravans also join you in a procession of people just slowly moving down as you walk. And it does take a while for you to go through with your caravan and everything, with your cart. On the way down, you see many inns and shops urging you to stay or buy, since they know it's time to rest. Like, you've been awake for a while. And you watch many travelers around you succumb to the call of a quiet night at the inn, a healthy dinner. But second, thankfully mentions that all these people here are going to con you, and it's heckin' expensive compared to the places where the locals tend to stay and hang out.
Because it's late at night, I'm not sure if we're still going to do our deliveries.
They
We
have
should,
specific times of days that need to be done.
we should do our deliveries, but we need to park our stuff still. So
Yeah, so we
dive.
should
We
I will
we
acquire.
divert.
can't we
I'll,
can't just do the deliveries. They have specific times of day for several of them.
You do
Are there
uh,
any that
remember there is
should be doable now?
one delivery that is a central location in an inn.
The
The
let's
brown
potato
one.
bag.
the
Yeah,
potato bag.
it's a fancy inn.
It's a fancy inn, but we are not staying there.
Yeah.
Um, I will divert. I think that's the correct term. The group to a more local area,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to find Granny.
Okay. Tell me what this local area is. And like just tell me roughly what it looks like, where it is compared to Central Market where the brown is supposed to go.
It will be a little bit off the beaten path. Streets will be narrow, more narrow, and then there's a lot of what you call it, street stalls and people like. But obviously, it's empty right now. No one is there like selling or even setting up shops. Uh, it is a little bit way off from the central, but it's not that far off that you need to go like an hour or 30 minutes walk. It's
Say about
still quite
20 minutes on proper roads kind of thing.
yes,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. Uh, and then you see like a lot of house line up, stacked up. They are built one on top the other, those kind of things.
Mm. How tall do
And I
these buildings go?
um how tall? Shit. Um,
I imagine they're
it's not.
haphazardly stacked, kind
They are
of like.
not very tall. They are tall enough that you won't hit your head, but they are. It's somewhere around to uh 5 to 6 feet tall. That's it.
No,
Like
as
to
in
the roof.
how many stories?
Oh, how many stories? There's the one that he used to live is two, but since before they're stacked up to four
Okay.
stories.
So you walk through, and for those who were alive in the before times, in particular, this is Falsen, and it's technically very new to you. Bosk, even in your travels as a wandering doctor, you've only heard of some kind of dwarven underground, but not to this extent and not this metropolitan. You wonder how
How
it became.
dwarven does it look?
There are original dwarven builds. I think Valerius, you have stone masonry skills, right?
Yes, I
If he
do.
needs
Yes.
to have them,
So
yes, he does.
so he can tell you, oh yeah, this is definitely like what I studied about dwarven architecture in general, but there's a lot of other influences that has been built on top of it. Even in the beginning, when you walk through the gates, the ornate 50-foot high double doors that are insanely heavy is very dwarven.
Okay.
But now that you've gone under, you're like, this is way metropolitan. It's like it used to be dwarven, but given the people who are still awake at this time of night, it is incredibly diverse. It is also kind of warm, and some of you have already taken off your winter garbs in the privacy of your cart, so that other people don't see you just shake off clothes and have it appear at the side because you're in disguise.
You
But yeah, you wonder how it became such an influential district after 250 years. Second has taken you off the main cobblestones onto a more gravelly path. It is very dimly lit compared to the quote unquote sky above, which is also very it it has very like sort of amber tint to a lot of things to denote evening. Second will tell you that how they talk about time in this place is when the light rises, when the light is heavy. It's not really from 9 to 12 and so on and so forth. It's like, very very poetic language to explain time. And in general, light doesn't go off. Light is perpetual. It's just at what intensity. So even though it is dim, the streets are still somewhat illuminated that you can see sort of a expensive version of a shanty town. You know that these houses are mixed and matched. The materials have been cobbled together. They have been fixed again and again, and the people that live here are comfortable. For those who live in KL, is very much like Kampung Baru. Like it's adjacent to the city, but it's kind of how do I explain this? It's kind of poor in a way. It's not poverty poor. It's just they're okay. Most people are obviously asleep. Zekin, where do you take them?
Not sure if Granny is still around.
You go to
The
the
old
door
lady that I used to stay at. Yeah.
where the old lady used to stay at. You knock on the door, and a gruff guy, rubbing his eyes, go. This is after like a 5 to 10 minute wait. What? Is somebody on fire? This looks like a half orc fellow. He's wearing a wife beater. He's wearing just pants. He looks like he just woke up and he would like to go back to sleep.
Did Deacon tell any of us what he was
Oh,
looking for here?
I will ask him if there is any.
Second,
Hello?
are you talking?
His
He said
internet is
he'll-
bad.
He said he'll ask if there's
Oh
any,
my
and
God.
And then he
then
disappears.
he cut off.
Oh no, his internet is bad as well. Sorry,
Ah.
Mike, you were saying something.
Lag.
Look, I was saying, like, did Deacon share any of his plan with us? Otherwise, like, we have no idea what the heck.
Hello? Can you
Hello,
hear me?
yes.
Hello, we can
So the
hear you.
question
Okay.
was, before you ask the other question, is did Zekin share your plan to the rest of the team? Because they don't know what's going on right now.
This is just not for us not staying in those rip-off hotels.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
getting. We're finding accommodation.
For what my plan is.
Oh,
Oh no, he's slowly
Oh God.
going
Hello, can
further
you
and
still hear
further
me?
away.
He's gonna join the 2000.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Can you? Okay, now it's back. I don't know. It's the weather is very bad over here.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, accommodation, and then uh, would like to know about the missing kid, and also like to find
Let's start with the basic. Where the heck are we going, and who are we
uh
meeting?
accommodation. This old granny is just a commoner. It's not no one that supposed to let us in, but I know that they usually have a place to stay, so that's why I asked. Look for it at least.
Like she has a house that we can use, or what? What do you mean? Like, does she run
Okay,
an inn?
so the thing is, Kang, right now, your friends don't know what's going on,
Hmm.
so it's up to you to tell them what's going on.
Yeah, so she has place, not a lot of place, but she has place that she rents out to people, and hopefully there is still rooms that has not been rented out
Okay,
yet.
so she runs like a little tavern
You,
inn kind of
it's
thing.
like R&B like places. It's not really a tavern,
R&B.
Okay.
like
Should
like
are we
R&B.
expecting to see an old lady, and what should we do if we do not?
Uh, already we do not, so I'm going to assume someone else is taking over, but I'm still going to try to see if there's accommodation. If there's no, then I will look for plan B, which is old friend. That one will be needing a little bit of
Do you
search.
have a name of the old lady so we can directly ask if the old lady is there rather than trying to
Uh,
ask around the
now,
bush
do
for
I have a name
accommodation?
or the old lady?
You don't. All the conversations was done between Robert and her, and you know her as Granny.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so Granny is the name.
Yep,
Yeah,
but you
guess
are now
what?
Okay, so
confronted with a half orc who is very sleepy and very tired,
Mm,
and just looking at you, going, "Is anyone on fire?"
yeah,
uh,
I'm I'm just going to
Speaker will look.
apologize.
Is Granny still here?
Oh heck, no. She passed like 5 months ago.
Oh,
Are you next of kin? Because she has her stuff.
Oh no, no. We
Speaker will nudge
yeah,
Seekun and
I'm
goes,
speaking. I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can.
yeah, I know,
Okay.
but as in when Zico is about to say no, Speaker nudges him.
Uh oh. Yes, we are relatives. We often come here to visit her.
Right. Give me a second. She's got like 3 boxes. Did you want something other than that? His eyes are like half closed.
We were hoping that she was around and we can stay for a few days.
Nah,
Uh,
I took over the set of apartments. It's not being leased out anymore. My family lives
mm,
here.
oh, so it is all rented out then, I assume.
No, no, he lives here now.
No, it's not
Yeah, but
written
I
out
mean like
at
all.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, give me a
yeah, yeah.
second, and then he closes the door on you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll send.
you wait
Mhm.
about 5 minutes before he appears, hidden behind 3 boxes about 2 feet by 2 feet.
Oh, okay. Valerius starts to ritual cast what's the word called? The Tensor's floating disc.
Oh, you got that magic. I didn't know she was amongst such. Yeah, I don't know words, man. My apologies, my condolences. Here's
Uh,
some peanuts, and then he
uh,
closes the door.
okay. Okay. Right.
Speaker will help pick them up so we can move away faster.
Okay.
After
Well.
Valerius has the thing, I was like, okay, you can put the things here now. Floating
Yeah.
dice.
Okay,
Like,
and Speaker will look to Zekut for an explanation. So, like, is even cantrips here considered like a big thing?
Uh, Usually people don't use magic. Like, just usually don't.
Okay, that is interesting. Can Valerius just make a general look around to see if they've passed by like any sort of magitech or stuff like that that's littered among the
not at
streets?
all.
Is it
This
not at
place
all? Oh damn.
is like a mix of apartments that are very cheap. Like they will rent out beds kind of apartments.
Whoa.
4 stories apartments interspersed with little wooden huts. And during the daytime there'll be like cafes open. Not fancy cafes, mind you, like places where people would just sit down and bum around,
Oh, okay.
like kopitiams kind of thing.
Mm.
For
Okay,
Ida,
so
Uh,
how the
kopitiam
character?
is like a mama that you went to, but Chinese.
Okay, so our character we established don't use magic. Period, unless we need to.
Definitely.
Hmm.
yeah.
That's
After
Um,
good to know
yeah,
now.
because if I'm not wrong, magic are like usually high bond or royalty.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
it's
wasn't sure
more,
that
yeah.
even cantrips counted. Yeah.
yeah, that is very much oh no. Okay, definitely good info
Right.
to know. But
Right.
where are we
Okay.
spending the night now?
Okay.
Now that
Okay.
plan A is
Now.
over.
Okay. So now I have to. Sure.
Yes.
Ziken is going to go to where he remembers Craig usually hang out. Supposed to be like the bar that he usually go.
Okay, it is kind of like early in the morning. Even you guys are
His
getting
foot
tired at
down.
this point. Yes?
Hmm?
Speaker will say that he doesn't want to be randomly led to places. We need to find a place to stay now, because
Mm.
anyone that Zika knows who
Okay.
may
Okay.
clock him may have passed away already or worse.
All right. Okay. So then we have to sleep in one of those rip-off inns then.
We have coin, might as well use it.
Mm. All right. Go to the central market area. Central area and go to that inn since we have to drop off one goods anyways.
Okay, so you go to the central market and there is festivities seem to be winding down. What stalls that were open and slowly closing, you see them packing up. Random people smile at you in acknowledgement that you exist. Maybe one or two of them hope that you existed earlier so you could buy some stuff. And then you make your way to a quaint sort of one story entryway. And it just says in a very hipster sort of way. In. It's a very pretty wooden door, and the tint of amber from the quote unquote sun is making the vibrant yellow of the walls warmer. And then you go through, and the first thing that hits you is a smell of jasmine. It's a very welcoming place. They have little tables. You see a person reading a newspaper, um, just minding their own business. Another one playing chess with another person, and then you see in front of you is a reception desk that is made of green marble, and the countertop is black obsidian. And you see a smiley young lady. Hi, welcome to the inn. How can I help you?
Mm. By knowing where we need to drop off this thing, we have to drop off in the inn, right?
Yes,
this
Speaker will say we are looking for rooms.
we have
For a room
plenty
for
of
four.
those. A room for 4. And then she counts. There's 7 of you. Are you carrying the potato sack, by the way, or is it outside in the cart?
We'll
I
carry it with us, you
yeah.
know, and speaker will look back behind and at the 2 kids as if like calculating something. 2 rooms then.
Right. That would be 8 gold pieces for the night. Or would you like to extend for more nights?
Just the night, and he'll pay.
Okay. She writes, here's the guest list. Can I get a name, please?
He will let
Me?
Valeris
Let-
will step up. It's like Brendan
Yeah,
Lee Mulligan.
Brendan Lee Mulligan. Right. 2 rooms. She waits. This will be the fee, and she gives you an invoice, and it says 8 gold pieces. 2 4-person room. Breakfast included.
Okay, I was like, oh, what time is
Okay.
breakfast?
That will be between 7 a.m. and 10. That will be between sunrise and a little bit before high bright. So like
Valeris
7 and
nods.
10.
Okay, thank you. Is this specific verbiage known to Valeris, or is
No,
this like
not
a
at
new
all.
thing?
This is something
Oh,
that was explained to you by second. So they
okay,
don't look at time here. They look at the phases of
Let's-
the ceiling,
yeah.
the sun.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
The quote unquote sun.
Valerius nods and takes the invoice.
And you
Thank
may
so
have
much.
breakfast over there. And she points you to a very nice nook. Right now it is kind of dark. One or two tables are occupied. The bar, there's somebody like laying slumped over the bar, hand holding an empty glass, snoring. But it looks really quaint.
Valerius nods. Thank you so much for your time. Where are our rooms?
The bellhop will take you. Do you have any bags?
Valerius
Will
turns
carry
around.
Do we want to show them the potatoes back?
Well, you're carrying the potato sack out in the open.
We don't
Be-
have to show it. We just have to bring it to our
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go to the rooms, then look for the person after that. Let's
no,
put
there
our
is
stuff
again.
down first.
behind you, when she calls for a bellhop, instead of 2 bellhops, you see 3.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Is that unusual?
Yes, because you only have 2 rooms.
I think I know. One of the bellhops will take the potato sack.
Oh.
Valerius looks over at Zekan and gives him the "Are you sure?" look.
I'm going to just. Will this be insight or perception?
Location.
Just
Insight.
to okay. Just to be sure that he is to take the potato sack or something like that.
I have a question. Does the other 2 bellhops look sus that there's a third one amongst them?
They are confused why there's a third, but nobody questions it. It's like this guy has
Okay.
worked here for a long time, and they're just like, oh, maybe we're gonna fight because second knows that amongst people who are wait staff, you generally tip them.
Mhm.
So maybe
Okay. Yeah.
maybe it's like, no, I'll do this. No, I'll do this. You know what? We'll all 3 go over there, and whoever they pick can go send the stuff, and then they'll give us money.
Oh,
So it
but
might.
this is
No, this one with the
Well-
28, you definitely know that is not the case.
okay. So okay,
You know this
I'm
person
going-
is too serious to make that gambit, while the other 2 is
Mm.
very confused.
Okay, I'm going to look at Valerius and gently shakes my head. It's like this is not the guy.
Okay, Valerius
Like
nods.
this
He's
isn't the guy that we're supposed to deliver the thing to?
No, he's trying to earn some dough, earn some cash, earn some.
I think you got the
money.
opposite meaning, Zegan.
Huh? What? I am right.
The other 2 are confused why there's a third. This guy seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, we. DM, just to clarify what Kang wrote, is Kang fairly certain that this third out of nowhere dude is the guy that we're supposed to hand the potatoes to?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I did
Understand.
misunderstand.
I
Okay.
was just to keep it quiet. I'm like, okay.
I was like, you said something, and I was like, yeah, he's not the guy. I didn't get it at
Okay,
all.
so he is the guy.
Okay.
To confirm.
Okay, so he's,
Okay, you
okay,
can
he is the
definitely
guy.
ask me, like, can you say that in plain words?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming Chicken gives
Alright,
me a
okay.
nod. I would
Okay,
then
I'll-
give a nod to speaker.
Yeah. In that case, I will not then.
Okay, but who's carrying the potato
No,
bag?
not
Speaking
Valerius.
Red,
Not me.
Heavy.
purple is Zekan, green is Gunlong. Bosk, I guess. Boss is carrying the brown potatoes.
Does
Sure.
boss has good strength?
Boss will give a nod. Sorry, Valerius will give a nod to Boss to hand the potatoes over to the more serious-looking gentleman.
What's everybody like? What's Bosk and Valerius's strength score?
Valerius is
have
-2.
You have
And
8.
he has 6.
I
Okay,
have
so
6.
both of
What?
you need to carry it together.
Yeah.
We set it down on the ground with great effort.
Isn't it on the disc? The floating disc? Or
floating
is
disc
that
can get in
Okay,
here.
So the floating disc can absolutely come in here. The problem is the floating
Okay,
disc
okay,
has
cool.
3 different boxes that are 2
Oh.
feet by 2 feet each. And I'm
Okay.
assuming individually you're carrying your sacks or however you want to do this.
Yep.
Okay, Speaker will make it simple by giving one of the granny boxes each to the other 2 bellhops and then like passing the potatoes to the third one.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
The third
And
one
do we
goes.
know if we're meant to receive payment after delivering these things, or do we just deliver them?
He did not
We-
mention any payments. And then you hear the bellhop go, "I'll send these potatoes to the kitchen."
Nod.
Valerius
No.
nods. Okay.
And then he buggers off. And then the other two are like, "What just happened? We didn't have a shipment. Just huh?" Just I
Out
remind
of
you that it's
character,
like
we're participating in a terrorist attack.
yes,
I know, right?
secretly, it's quote unquote potatoes.
Potato
I need
bomb.
to remind you that it's almost 1 a.m.
Mhm.
So everybody is in a state of like I should be asleep.
Yeah.
The only one who doesn't show it is the receptionist. She's doing a very good job.
She sleep
Okay.
during day, work at night. Makes sense.
And then
Will
she
just
hands
nod
you
to the other.
she hands you 2 sets of keys for each room. She goes, this is yours and this is a spare. If you need anything, you can ring the bell in there and it will be attached to one of these. And then she points to the back of her and you see multiple room numbers adjoined to like a tiny bell.
Oh, how
Oh.
quaint! What an interesting system.
Yes, I think it's very
Very
clever.
innovative.
Um,
Valerius tries to
she
lie.
she looks at you. She's like very innovative, and she's like, "Oh, well, we've had this technology in various hotels and inns for the past 50 years now."
Valerius nods
She
like,
looks at you with a smile of unsureness, but at the same time, she's trying to give her like the best receptionist voice of, "I'm not trying to make you look stupid. I'm just telling you."
Yep.
Valerius nods and takes the
It's on
keys.
the back, and we get
Yeah.
moving.
Okay, let's go.
Let's get to our rooms then.
Before you leave,
Okay.
because she thinks she has slighted you, she holds out a bowl and she goes, "This is complimentary," and it's like Mentos.
Oh, thank you.
In her head, he's like, "Oh, that was a bit
Okay,
insulting." Hey.
My question is, there's a bowl of like single packet Mentos. Do you take the whole bowl?
No lah, I take one for each group member lah. Don't so high lah.
Some people are like, "Oh, thanks, this whole thing, nice." She's even more confused. Okay,
Normally, we only get like one.
it's all bowl, nice. She smiled at you, but now her smile is like, "Oh no, am I gonna be fired?"
Valerius thanks her for the thing, and then can Valerius make an accurate deduction of how much would a tip usually cost in a place like this?
Okay, my question
think we
is,
have
do you
change.
want to make a deduction or do you want to have asked this to Zekin like in advance?
I will do both.
Okay, Zekin will tell you that if you're being cheap, 5 silver is enough. If you're being extravagant, it would be a gold. Given the places like this, you would look at maybe like 8 silver pieces
Damn,
would be
how do
good enough.
people earn money here?
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, Valerius pulls out like 8 silver pieces. Oh, okay, with Valerius's knowledge of passing by this area, is this common? Like, would that be an acceptable thing?
Yes.
Okay.
From your talks with Zekin, you know that tipping is definitely a thing in the service industry.
Oh, great, we're in freaking America. Cool. Pull out 8 silver.
Welcome to capitalism, baby.
So
8
Valerius
silver.
pulls out 8 silver and just like holds it out in the sense like, oh, thank you so much for attending to us this late. And
Her
thank you for
face
miss-
changes from like, "Oh no, I have done something," to happiness, like, "Oh yay, he's not pissed." People don't give money when they're not pissed. I mean, people don't give money if they're pissed. And then she goes, "Thank you so much. You can call me Chris."
Miss Chris, thank you. Wait, is that a miss? It is, right?
Yes, it is a miss.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, Miss Chris, thank you so much for the help. Our rooms are down that way, yeah?
Yes. The bellhop will show you the way. And again, if you have any questions from me, you can just ring the bell. And
there's nothing.
the numbers that you got are. Let me.
Roll dice.
Rose D100.
Roll
God,
the
they
100.
think-
Wait, does this place even have enough rooms to warrant rolling a D100?
It's you got room number 18.
Okay.
And did you ask for rooms next to each other, or did you ask for like
Is it possible?
next to each
Next
other.
to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be ideal.
So
yeah.
room number 18 and 20.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I'll
Uh,
start pushing people towards the room.
okay, the thing is,
Yes,
you
speaker's
go
already moving.
you go towards the place where you think the rooms are. The bellhops are leading you, and there's two tensors floating disc like equipment, and they seem to descend. So they go on, and then they beckon you to come on, and realize there's not enough space, and then they go, half of you go in first with the first bellhop, and the second bellhop just waits outside, and then you go down. You go down.
Does it remind us of a certain
an
lift in a
elevator?
certain facility?
Yes.
Oh,
Valerius,
Oh.
this
Seem
is
to
this
be
is very different from the place that Second brought you to had no magic,
Mhm.
and then this particular inn has a decent amount of magic, if not, important mechanical magic.
can Valeris try to just like roll a perception check to see how many active magitech or magic sigils are around this area, hidden or otherwise?
If you want to see the hidden ones, you have to do a detect magic.
I'm not gonna risk that, so I'll just roll a perception check then.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Okay, advantage. 1 second. That'll be a 21.
21. You look around, you see the lift, you scrutinize the bellhop, and you realize that although there are wheels, they're not really rolling on wheels. They're just gliding.
Oh, interesting. Which means they won't get caught on the carpet.
The lights on the walls are perpetual flames,
Oh.
and the carpet is an illusion magic, because every time you look, it like shifts very slightly. It's very ornate. It's very nice. Like you're in a boutique hotel.
Okay. Valeris takes all this information into account. It's like, okay, interesting.
Speaker is looking at this differently. Speaker is looking to Valerius and at this lift, let's call it that, and trying to figure if this is the same kind of design as the labs underground.
Is it the same DM?
You converse between yourself as you walk down the hallway. Valerius, you remember going down the lift. You look at the basics. It's not difficult for you to figure out that it's some kind of weird tensors floating disk situation, just like the one in the Omni Cathedral, actually. Like this
Oh.
this technology goes way back, but this one is better. It's faster, at least.
Okay, so it's similar to the Omni Cathedral, but not to the lab. The lab operates on more mechanical, yes?
Yes. So the lab is still a lift. It's like you look at a lift, and a lift is a lift is a lift.
Okay. So Valeris looks at what's it called? Looks at speaker looking around, and he deduces what he's thinking. He just gently nudges speaker and makes a shake of his head.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to know that that Erin didn't go and build lifts everywhere around the place.
He
Look,
wasn't,
look.
commissioned by the local.
This is
People.
not like a Schindler's Lift kind of situation, okay?
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
It's like there's many manufacturers, many mages who are like, yeah, I make lifts now. What do you mean you make lifts? I have to make money somewhere.
Okay, that's fine.
Also, just to catch Ida up to speed, Ida, you are very confused right now.
Don't know what's up.
Okay,
Oh, you're back. Hello.
you're back. Okay, what
I have
at which point did you go, what is happening? Oh
You
no.
might not be back.
The li-
Oh
Not
no!
again.
What?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Do we need to change the internet?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and change the internet location.
Shinya, maybe.
She's like, ah. Wait, how do I do this? Hang on. I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Ida just sent like a gif of Homer screaming. I understand. Okay, let's move us to Singapore. Is this better?
Hello.
Ida, can
Testing.
you hear us?
Uh,
Oh no!
No, we'll wait for Ida.
7 pink
Oh,
cube.
give sec to restart.
22.
Alright.
Let's go.
22
God, I'm
ping.
laughing so hard. God damn.
Okay, how are we doing the rooming? Shall I sleep with the siblings, and the rest of y'all can
I think I'll sleep
be a
with.
gang?
I'll take it to the same room with Speaker. Probably has more information to discuss regarding this area and the previous one.
Yes,
But
and
They
we don't want all 3 of us potential badness people in the same room.
so
In the
okay.
unlikely event
Here's,
that
here's the thing.
we all are stricken by badness.
How
Sorry.
loud do you ask the question? Like, do you want a room together, kind of thing?
Uh,
No.
loud enough for everyone.
Hush
here
whispers
to-
so that the
Okay.
bellhops don't hear us.
So is it the bellhop? Here's the who do you want to room with? That's all he hears before you
Yeah.
start going softer, and then he goes, But by the way, the rooms are adjoined with an attached door if you need that to open up.
Convenient.
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you.
that would be great.
He nods. Oh no, Kang has an exclamation mark next to his
Yeah,
name.
usually having trouble connecting.
What?
Never
Oh,
mind,
it's gone now.
For now.
Ida?
Hello?
Ida?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Hello.
okay. Hey! Okay, who wants to explain to Ida what happened?
I have literally missed everything that has happened for the first hour and a half.
Okay, speed run
We're
for an
We
inspiration
missed-
point.
Okay,
went-
we went to see Kang's old granny place, but she's apparently been dead for 5 months, so we just took her belongings.
That
And
sucks.
then
Also,
we
you already have inspiration. Let someone else do it.
Okay. Bad and go.
okay. And now we go to the inn where we're supposed to drop off the potatoes. We've dropped
Oh.
off the potatoes and paid for our room, and now we're going to the room. And there's these 2
Okay.
bellhops that are carrying our stuff and Granny's
we-
stuff.
Is this fancy inn? Is this the fancy inn that we dropped off potatoes at?
Yes.
Relatively, yes. It cost us 8 gold to stay the night.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
my bad.
8 gold.
My bad.
yeah.
Sorry.
There's a receipt.
Yes.
I mean, there's an invoice
Yes.
and a receipt
Yeah.
That sounds very fancy.
for tax purposes.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
And it has a
for-
elevator. It has technology.
Oh, Schindler's
The
Lift.
magical, like, the lift similar to what we saw in the facility, but not the same.
Okay.
Same kind of thing, but not same thing.
As you're
Okay. And
uh-huh.
so, what's next on the agenda?
I think we're gonna
Uh,
unpack Granny's boxes and plan tomorrow. See what time go
I-
where, who go where, that
Because
kind of thing.
Gunlag needs to do her thing, crack or dawn.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, I want to add that there are places that people doesn't use magic, and this place use a lot of techno magic.
Don't simply cast spells, full stop.
Yes.
Mm.
It will draw attention to yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to add that Mume wants to do something later at night. Well,
We can discuss
not-
that once we enter the room, lah. And
Okay.
Okay,
we
so-
actually just
So
RP.
so what happened is you're walking and then the first bellhop tells you that the adjoining rooms have a door in between them so you can open if
Yay.
if you need to go through because hotels. And then as soon as he says that, you hear the other bellhop arrive onto the floor and like rush behind you, but as soon as they realize that you can hear, they slow down but speed walk because you can't see the bellhop sweat. What?
Mhm.
Sure.
And then
We
you're
get
you're
all the bags
sandwiched.
into the rooms.
Um they just ask you which bag goes where, and they help you unload. And for the most part, the rooms that you go into is really nice. You got solid wooden floor with some very pretty carpets, and you have two double beds, and in between is a console table, and then you have on top of that console table is probably the bell that can call for room service. And then you go into the bathroom. You have like a ensuite for both rooms, and it's got a bathtub and a rain shower
Ooh.
and a note that says the toilets will be cleaned at 6 o'clock every morning.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
By like a person or like automatically?
Automatically.
You don't know, it just says that, and you're like, huh?
So
We're like,
okay.
do we need to be up and out at 6? Which I was planning to be anyways, but for everyone else.
The bellhop is still there, so you can ask questions.
Yeah, I will ask.
He goes, oh, no, somebody will come in and clean the bathroom for you. But if you don't want that to happen, we can come in later. You just have to put this sign, and then he points to a do not disturb sign out inside the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
If that would be all, and then he waits in front of the door.
Okay.
That
Okay,
will be
Lieutenant.
all.
Someone else.
Speaker will give him a tip as well, 5 each.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, he nods at this. He nods. Okay, there's two, and then he smiles. You can choose to make an insight check, but you don't have to, as he pulls the cart out and closes the door behind you.
Okay.
20. He saw how much was given to the reception desk, and he's like, okay, fine, 5. Acceptable.
He's like, I got less fat.
Fine. I'll call Chris. And then we'll share.
Come on.
Yeah. 8 plus like 10 is 18. That's divisible by 3. Potato sack guy didn't get any, unfortunately.
Potato sack guy was doing a job.
Potato sack.
So were they.
It's at some point you're like, does potato sack guy even work here at all? You don't know. That is a question you will never know the answer to. He might be gone now. Anyway, you have the knight with you, and you don't even need to ask where Van is, because she has closed the door to the bathroom, and you hear splashing of water.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Please do not make the floor wet. It's gonna be very slippery.
She can't hear you.
Valerius. Once Valerius has set down his bags, he will like openly say out loud to the room, like, this place is reminding me a bit of Roar, where Magitech is more prominent in the middle to higher class areas, while the poorer districts have less. I was expecting more uniformity across the different districts, but
I don't know
yeah,
what you were expecting.
we're an actual civilization.
Straighten up, and for a moment, like he resembles one of their earliest meetings back as Wendigo. Check that the place isn't being listened on.
Valerius nods,
I'm-
like starts.
I'm going to help Valerius as well to look at all the either like cameras, microphones. Well, magic tech wise.
I don't know what that is.
I mean like magic tech wise equivalent of whatever fantasy microphone, fantasy camera.
Okay.
Valerius
Valerius,
holds up yes.
whatever you're doing, make it with advantage.
Okay. Where's my checks?
We'll go touch the mirrors and see if the finger connect. Old-fashioned style.
Yeah, 27. Valerius holds up a flashlight to see if there's any red light coming out from anywhere.
Okay, so out of character, we're gonna do the magic version of checking to see if the room is bugged. After a bit, sleuthing around with the help of Zekin, and Speaker, who remembers his training, you don't find anything. And you think that this would be a relatively safe space to magic up. Except, of course, damaging spells. Probably shouldn't do that.
Valerius gives a nod to speakers as we're good, then starts walking towards the door to cast alarm.
Easy enough.
We no longer have a
Do not
wizard
disturb
cast
sign
private
out there.
sanctum.
Valerius does this to every door that leads to the outside. So he does it in the room he's in, and he goes to the adjoining room and does it again.
Funny story about these particular rooms, right? You know you're underground because you went down, but
Right.
there's curtains.
Wait, what?
They're
Valerius walks over
drawn.
and peeks open a bit.
Outside is
Whoa.
a beautiful scene. It's illusion magic again. It's a beautiful scene of
Oh.
rolling hills and sheep.
Valerius draws it a bit further so whoever's next to him can see.
It kind
feels like,
of
okay,
reminds you,
interesting.
Bosk, of Eflon Major.
Huh.
Ah. Haven't seen this in a while.
Valerius nods. It's definitely been a while.
Hmm.
Interesting
Look at
magic they use
siblings to
here.
see how shook they are.
Okay.
But Bureau
Are they
is
shaken?
like, what is this rich people place? What is this?
All right, guys. I know you guys can relax and um enjoy the scenery and whatnot. I need to go check out on something and see whether if any of my contacts still stays. And not sure if we are staying here for long, but I don't think we will be staying here.
We need to rest for the night.
Yeah, you guys can rest here for the night. I will
No,
rest
you
here.
stay with us. We don't know where you're going and what might
Wait.
happen.
What? Isn't it early in the day still?
No,
No,
no.
it's
It's
midnight.
like
No,
Oh,
it's night.
It's 1
you
a.m.
arrived
spent-
here at
We spend the
1.
day traveling.
It's probably
Oh,
like
okay.
1:15 now. So for second, if you choose to go out, I will give you 1 point of exhaustion.
mm,
I'll join him if he needs. If you'd like someone to go with him.
You need to
Because-
be up early. I can
Yeah.
go with him.
because we are in limited time where we have this guys, I need to do as much before I'm being revealed.
Valerius looks at speaker
We
and
still
gives a
have we
small.
still have the full day tomorrow, right?
Yep.
With the
Yeah.
disguise.
Valerius looks at speaker and then sighs like, I guess they don't have we don't have a choice. And Valerius like walks over to speaker and unplugs floaty and passes it to Zekin.
Is
Keep
it
in
urgent?
contact.
All right, thank you. Um,
Floaty goes
Boss-
into any available pocket of Zekins. You realize
oh,
Floaty doesn't pin himself on the surface anymore. He tends to hide.
Valerius was just about to pull out his tablet to connect to the camera, and it's like, fuck, he went to a pocket.
Because the current disguise is a black cat that only has socks. It doesn't have shirt, so he's going to floating
Has
might
no
go
pocket.
into the
Pattern is
Yeah.
a cat with
Unless
socks,
you
right?
enter
but
the booth.
Not
under
actually
the
naked.
under the disguise there is the shirt, but yeah, it's not really naked. It's just like
Has a cape
cartoon
and boots.
cartoon
And a hat.
cartoon fur cat logic. Yeah.
He's wearing clothes, quote unquote.
So,
Very
yes,
important.
yes.
He's just wearing pants.
But yes,
belt. Belt
there-
and boots and hat.
and socks.
No, the socks is the white paws.
It's
Ah.
the pattern on the fur is what you call socks.
Yes.
I see. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So, is boss following, or
I
anyone?
can if you need. Do you need?
I
I suppose
don't,
it would be safer.
but it's safer and for the comfort of mind for speaker, you can follow me if you want to.
All right, I'll head out with this guy.
Sorry. I hope it won't be long, but I do need to look around for a bit.
I
These things
grabbed
are
the
never
key.
short. Come back in one piece.
Okay. I will.
I grab
Uh,
a key.
grab whatever you need. Protection-wise, weapons. We'll be moving.
Do people carry weapons around here, or
Good question to ask DM. Have you seen anyone do that during
Um,
the check-in
with
period?
any town, Zekin, you know that most of the open carries
Mhm.
tend to be by the enforcers, the police and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Most people don't have weapons. Some
Oh,
people
okay.
hide shanks and
Mm.
knives and such. Like people willing to do harm will do harm no matter what the situation.
okay.
Boss, do
Dagger
you
it is. Let's go.
boss, do you use hand crossbow? I believe hand
I
crossbow can be concealed.
can use one. Do I own one? No.
I
Don't
have
think so.
one. I have one that is made magic by Valerius.
I mean,
Do you have a
here's the other
spare?
thing, DM to player. You have disguise self.
Mm.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
disguise spell
And
can
just
disguise a weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're wearing it, it won't manifest.
true.
So you can just be like really
Okay.
bulky and turn around. The weapon hits somebody, but you didn't touch them, so they're like confused.
Yep. Okay.
Are you using a short bow or longbow?
Longbow.
Okay, it will hit them.
At this point, Valerius starts fashioning a weapon out of his belt buckle because he's like, okay, whatever, just in case. So Valerius makes this thing. Hang on.
Thing.
Photo into Discord. Here you go. Valerius makes this for mechanical sig. It's the lightning gem launcher. It's a Star Trek phaser pistol.
Okay, so for the people not seeing this image because you cannot because it's on Discord,
remote
it
control.
looks like a key fob for a BMW, but weird.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
I take. Is this for me?
Valerius is like, yeah, you can use it for the time being. I have other weaponry I can rely on.
Okay. What does it do?
It is D6 damage plus D6 on a bonus action use.
But what is it? What electrical?
it?
What?
Like, is it attack roll?
It's an
Is
attack
it a
roll.
weapon?
It
Okay.
is a range
Okay,
spell attack
you
thingy.
can copy paste the
Okay.
thingy
Yeah.
on the
Just
doobly doo.
paste
Yeah.
the stats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we go.
So
All right,
today
quick.
today
We
children.
go quick. We come back quick.
Yes.
I've shoved chicken out of the door.
Also, today, children, we learned that if your friends give you weapons, just take it. Just take it. Don't ask questions. Take it. Anyway, you shuffle out of the room and quickly go upstairs. You leave. You say goodbye to Chris. She waves at you and continues doing whatever she's doing. She reads a book. And you
She's
go out
playing
into
with
the open.
Yeah. Yeah. As previously.
All right, where are we going? What are we doing?
As previously. I can't speak right now.
Hold
As
on.
previously stated, that I want to look for. Go to the bar that usually Craig goes to. I want to see if he's still around. He
Okay.
should be still around.
You know that by the time you reach there, it's going to be 1:30. No.
He's
110.
a drinker, so
Wait, no,
nearby?
120.
Yeah, he's a drinker, so I'm assuming he'll still be drinking or passed out at
Yes.
the bar.
So you go to
Yeah.
that bar. Thankfully, it is still open. It's still the same because the last time you were here was like 8 months ago. What can change in 8 months, right? A lot, actually. You don't recognize the person who's tending the bar. They seem to be getting ready to close. You rock up and they're like, we're closing in an hour and a half. So last call.
No, I'm looking for someone. Not sure if they come around here recently.
Does he have a name or she?
A turtle, eye
Turtle.
patch.
Eye
A
patch.
turtle?
There's a lot. Does he have a name?
Oh yeah. He goes by Craig.
Craig. Craig. He goes from behind the counter and then he goes to one of the corner booths. And you're not surprised. This is usually where Craig is. And he is sort of just chilling. He's not drunk, blacked out yet. He's still awake. His eyelids are like half closed He has a hand on a mug, and the table is just covered in steins. And he has a bowl of peanuts next to him that he's just absentmindedly shoveling into his mouth. And unfortunately for him, he doesn't see you coming because you're facing the eye patch eye.
Oh, okay. I will make myself known to him, walking towards him.
This happens in tandem. So the barman goes,
Oh right. I'm dropping five silver for him.
"Oh,
Also,
he says thank
when
you."
we're on the way here, do you explain like what we're doing, where we're
Okay.
going?
In the room I will say like I'm trying to look for all contact that see if they're still around or not. Someone that I trust. Not sure if they're still around.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
And is there something in like particular you're gonna ask from him?
Um, just the kids and place to stay that is not that hotel or inn.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. And then I walk up to him and said, Mr. Craig.
so Mr. Cragg, or Crag
Mhm.
as the barman just called him, now turns around incredibly slowly. And you see, like, one eye is closed and he goes, "What? What? I was halfway drinking. It's not even closing time. Wait a minute. Do I
And
know
then
you?"
um, I uh, I say like, yes, I am a friend of the Reaper.
An eyebrow raise as he pulls his glass closer to him and he takes a big chug and he puts it down. He goes, that's a name that you don't really hear much anymore. He's in trouble. Does he
Mm.
know this?
He very much noticed.
Dead.
So if he knows this and he still sent you, how are you still alive?
It's not a name that is swing around willing nilly. It's to someone he trusts.
Right. So he told you about me.
Not
What do you want?
recently. There is news of kids gone missing. It worries him enough to want to know more, and he believes you may know something.
Make me an insight check.
All right. And so it is a
22.
22.
He hears this even in his drunken, like half drunken state. You see him sort of purse his turtle lips in discomfort. And he looks behind you and he catches Bosk. And he goes, "Your friend, are they Bosk, are you wearing a mask?" No, right?
No.
No, he's
Okay.
in disguise, right?
That
Yeah.
is true. What do you look like? It doesn't matter. Are they good?
They're with us.
It takes him a while to collect his thoughts. And you know that he is still very unsure about this conversation in general.
Okay. Oh, god damn it, you old heck.
It's
uh,
late.
yeah, that's why I rush here if it's not that this late. God damn it.
With the missing kids, whatever you have to say can wait until morning. And he slowly starts to get up you can see that this heavy boy is gonna say hi to the floor in about 2 seconds.
It's me. God damn it! It's so easy to look through
He
me.
falls
God damn it.
Does he fall
sir,
like backward or forward?
forwards, like face first into the floor.
Sir, where does he stay? I go ask the bartender.
I can't catch him. He's too heavy.
No, I'm not gonna catch him. He's just gonna fall. He can take it.
The bartender looks at him and then looks at you and goes,
I don't even think I can move him.
No.
"Look,
No
I
one
don't
can
I
move
don't know.
him.
He drinks until he passes out all the time. We just leave him here. I just make sure he doesn't puke in his mouth."
Okay.
Oof. Okay.
So when usually he comes to himself and wake up.
He'll just leave. He has a tab. You gonna pay his tab?
No,
No,
if
we
I'm
don't know
paying
him
his
like
tab,
that.
I'm gonna go broke. I'm gonna go broke if I pay his tab. When does he wake up? Do you know? You know that at least?
Shrugs.
Is he usually here when you open up?
Nah. Also, somebody else opens up. It's too early for me. I'm like the night shift guy.
Mm.
This young man is a half something, half dwarf. You think because he's stocky, but he's kind of tall, like human tall.
Okay.
And he's got like ginger red hair, a bit of a like a soul patch that he's quite embarrassed about. And when he talks, he looks like he's done for the night. And every time he looks towards Craig, it's a look of, if a young guy could make disappointed father face, he made that.
I'm gonna leave him there, and I'm going to.
You know, if you
Uh,
really need, I could probably wake him up.
If you
I
could.
probably- we need a bucket though, just in case.
Sure. He goes to the back and he starts pushing with his feet like a bucket. Do you need it empty?
Yeah.
Sure. And then he kicks that back and he brings you like a smaller bucket. You think, it's the sandcastle for kids bucket?
Oh.
Oh, those small buckets.
Yeah.
My
it's-
judgment, do I think that this will be sufficient if he decides to...
Yeah. You
Okay.
think maybe,
Okay.
possibly.
Okay, I shall attempt to revive him
Okay.
using medicine.
Okay, what are you doing?
Smelling salts kind of thing to make him wake up.
Do you have anything that gets rid of poisons?
Do I
Because
have
he's drunk.
anything that gets rid of poison?
Because
No.
smelling salts can wake you up, but I don't think it can stop you from being drunk. Like, it's just straight up ammonia, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct. It cannot cure drunkenness.
Yeah, That,
It
that will
can
like force
technically make
him.
you sober if it's strong enough.
It will like force him back up, but once he wakes up, he might then vomit because he's drunk. You know.
Fair. Okay, you can
So
do that.
I'm not curing him of drunkenness. I don't have like what's the word? Lesser restoration or
Okay,
anything like
making somebody puke out their alcohol is good enough. You wave the smelling salts in front of his nose,
Come
and
on,
you can
up
see
you get.
him. Like, you see his body convulse as it wakes up without him. Like, brain not online yet, body is like, "Huh!" And
Oh,
then
here you go.
immediately, make me a dexterity save.
that. Dexterity
Both or just
save.
him? Her.
Both of you. I'm gonna say that both of you are in front of him.
Okay.
This is to take the bucket to position it.
That is
28. Okay,
You
Bosk,
got this.
you're waving the smelling salts in front of him, and you don't have time for the speed at which this lumbering oaf of a turtle gets up, previously lumbering, and just projectile vomits. Second, you take the bucket and turn it into a shield as some of the vomit splashes from behind the bucket, from inside the bucket to his face. but most of it stays inside, thankfully.
This
He's
is why I
still
don't want to
drunk.
do.
He's still heavy.
Oh, get it out of your
Alright.
system. Come on. This is why I don't want to deal with him in drunken state.
The bartender comes with a mop and passes it to you
Okay.
and another bucket just in case. And he's like, if you didn't want to come here with, to Craig when he's drunk, could have come here in the morning.
Yeah. There's a reason why I come here this late at night. I would have come in the morning if I could. And then I just clean the place up, like just to ease the pain of him closing up shop later.
Fair
So we
enough.
roll this guy out the door. Is that the idea?
I don't think you can roll him out. He is awake. It would be a
Okay.
tentative walk towards the door, and you're not sure if he's gonna make it past the door even. The bartender looks at you, looks at how Second is cleaning up the place, and he's happy that somebody's taking charge of the situation because he's not gonna. And he goes, "Look, I got a trolley kind of thing. Is usually used for kegs and stuff.
Oh, that'll do actually.
No.
But you can take it as far as the door."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go with him to collect the trolley.
Okay. Also, I leave him here because I can't pick him up alone, but I can with like another person's help. And then he leaves to take the trolley. And the trolley is raised a bit. You do have to lift up the turtle, and the turtle is very heavy. And he goes,
Like
Yeah.
he's awake. He can like climb
"Sit."
onto it.
That's
surely?
true.
Yeah.
The bartender isn't sure. So you see the bartender sort of negotiate in his mind, like, okay, how do we do this? What if he falls? What if he pukes again? You're good with the mop and the bucket, right?
I am.
All right, Craig. Put your arm here. Right. We're gonna sit on this trolley, Craig. 1, 2, 3. Jesus Christ, you're so. I don't even know who Jesus Christ is.
There you go, buddy.
I'm like, I'm barely 19, and I think I'm. Oh, my hip. This is not good.
You guys should have a bouncer.
It's not for him. He does nothing all day.
I know, but I mean, it's for helping. It's not like, yeah.
Come on.
This
This
is
push, 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 push.
Push, 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 push. Well, he does a bit of stretching as he walks you to the door. He takes the mop from you and the bucket, and puts the mop in the bucket, even though there's puke in the bucket. And then he
I
puts
don't
it
think-
aside.
I don't think we left anything on the floor anymore. I think I catch everything.
You do a great job. Like, if ever somebody needs somebody to clean up shop, I'll call you, whoever you are. But in the meantime, Craig, you're a pain in my ass. But come here and spend more money. And then he takes the trolley, and then he just tips it over. And Craig goes tumbling. And then the kid goes, all right, good night.
Good night.
I guess. Tell him to stop coming to the bar. It's dangerous. Damn. And then he closes the door behind you, and you can hear the door lock. Like, no more guests. And you see the lights turn off one by one, and then you hear the trolley move further and further away. And you are now with Craig on the floor. He's sprawled out.
Hey, are you awake yet? I knock his shell, but not his head.
Can I like Do you know where this guy lives?
No, he usually just like stay whenever. I don't think he have a house. From when I know him.
I see. So are we just gonna leave him here? Because we don't have that trolley anymore, and
No.
even the two of us aren't gonna be able to drag him anywhere.
Mm, take him to. He usually doesn't have anything on him, so I don't think it's any harm to put him in one of the alleyways. I'm gonna check. Does he have anything on his person?
You find a coin pouch, some like a key.
A key.
Yeah, a key, one key.
Oh God, he found a place to live. God,
Why
God,
why does that sound like bad news?
God have mercy.
God have mercy. Okay, I'm gonna take a
He's
step.
kind of awake, right? We're just
He's
like, hey,
kind of
buddy, where
awake.
do you?
He's just like, trying to get like a giant drunk person who's half drunk and sort of floppy to walk with you. It's
Yeah,
like
we're
having
just
a
like,
giant toddler.
do you wanna? You got somewhere to go, or are you gonna nap in that alley over there?
And the dangerous part is if he like falls backwards, he's gonna be turtled,
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
and it will be harder
Um,
for you.
where do you stay? We'll walk you back.
Oh, where do I stay? You know what? Just leave me in the alley. That's what I do when I sober up, or try to anyway.
Oh, come on! I need to talk to you, please.
You're
Now of
talking
all
to me
times.
right now.
Yes,
Just
but
come back for him in the morning.
oh,
Look, whoever you are, why I could go to you in the morning. Just give me like a couple of hours just to get this alcohol out of my system.
Yeah. Can I make him something that will make it easier on him
Sure, sell it to
with
me.
my herbalism kit,
Okay, what are
like
you
a
making?
chewy thing,
You
chewable
have previously made
vegetation.
a concoction that made people feel better about puking at the first spire.
Yes, I remember this.
Yes. Are you making a
After they got
similar
hit by the
thing?
wave.
Yes, but it does take you like maybe 10 minutes to grind up. You open up a tiny apothecary, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
while this is happening, while the
Pull out
back and
the
forth is
herbalism
happening,
kit.
you're in the background just grinding things in a mortar and pestle, and I'm gonna cut back
I
to
walk
Hotel
into
Gang.
the dark alley and then I begin producing drugs.
Yes, I'm gonna cut back to Hotel Gang to ask, what are you guys doing? Do you guys just straight up go to sleep? Is there any conversations happening? Van is still in the bathroom. Bureau is sort of enjoying the
Privacy.
pillow.
After there's privacy, speaker will start going through Granny's belongings.
Okay, you find a very cute teapot made out of terracotta, some probably expired tea leaves, some old granny plates, really old clothes, some linens, a towel, a soft toy that looks like a bunny rabbit, but it's very, very old, amongst other unimportant knick-knack. What are you looking for in particular?
Well, speaker thinks about how Zekan apparently knew Granny through Robert. So he wondered if Granny was a bit more than she appeared to be.
It doesn't take long for you to sift through the clothes, since Granny is just an old lady. And what saddens you the most is the fact that nobody came to say goodbye to her.
And he considers it even more double tragic that the half-orc that obviously needs a place to stay didn't even touch her belongings. Like, she's just like left in the sense.
You're also not sure where her body is, in a way. Probably a grave somewhere, or even at a medical facility. You don't know, but it's kind of sad to see this lady who opened her home up to people who needed it, not being given the care or the attention even when she passed, and nobody asked for her. Nobody checked up on her. and then she just perished. The voices of care and thought in your mind mirrors your sentiment, and you feel a sense of grief.
You will just lie down in the middle of all the granny things and just be very quiet for a long time.
Valerius looks over at speakers like, "You doing okay, buddy?"
Well, we found one person that isn't tied up in this whole mess. She deserved better.
Valerius nods like, "Well, I understand what you mean. It is a rather unfortunate thing. Kind of reminds you of
I
someone you
thought
know in this
with,
place."
Mome's all that strangeness, I thought she was probably on the same level of secret shadows and mirrors and smoke and all that, but she was just an old lady.
Valerius sighs like, "Yeah, knowing what we've been up to, we always assume people would be not who they're supposed to be. So it does sadden me that a genuine kind person was not given like the opportunity of like proper final goodbyes, if anyone, if that makes sense." Anyway, we do need to have a conversation with Zekan when he comes back. Not gonna lie,
What
it
about
is,
and what for?
I suppose, being a little bit more communicative with his plans, I suppose.
I still do not know a single thing about his plans.
Valeria shrugs like, "Same here, but at the same time, we do need to talk to him about that because we are working together for better or for worse. There needs to be some element of trust and knowing of what we plan to do so we can help out or, at the very least, cover for him if things go sideways."
I don't think he has a plan.
You think so? Valerius raises an eyebrow and takes a seat on the edge of the bed.
As anything he's done so far suggests one.
Valerius does the head tilted upwards and like meanders from left to right. He's like, DM, can I roll some sort of check?
To find what?
Like, what?
Generally, like, if the way Zekan does things has any sort of structure to them, or is he just winging it?
Make actually, Zekin, do you want to answer the questions, or do you want to roll insight and then answer a question based on that?
I already gave you the answer.
Meh?
Oh, what? Where?
No,
Right.
no, no, no. For Jasha, Jasha.
Oh. Hang on. Uh, I think speaker, you don't have to roll an insight. Speaker, you know that you nailed it.
Oh.
No. Okay. Valerius was like, I can't say much because like I said, we barely know the guy, so Valerius shrugs, but he does act very much without direction. Even worse than me when I first met you guys, to be perfectly honest.
I'm a Riker.
Changed much. I don't think you have more plans now, Valerius.
Oh, the slander coming from the other room.
I know, right?
Just suddenly like, you suck then, you still suck now.
Through the
Valerius just
door.
looks-
Boy, I don't think you still have any plans at all. I know what you're doing.
Valerius just pulls out one of his boots and flings it in the direction of good luck.
This, honestly, good luck. This is the first time you see some kind of levity coming from Valerius.
That's nice. Gotta roast him more often.
Valerius like, oh, shut up. But I get what you mean. But
Because
he's
there is a plan for us at least. We make allies.
Valerius nods like, Do we try to make some in this city? Or do we move on to the next one after we're done with the quote unquote drop offs?
There's the red package. I'm putting a lot of hope in that one.
I guess we have to see when comes morning, yeah? In the meantime, I'm gonna get ready some final anti-spying spells before we go to bed.
Do you have another plan as well, Valerius?
As much as I hate to admit it, I'm in the same boat with Chicken right now. It's a lot of winging it. The terrain, the people, this whole world has changed since we last knew it. I don't have any data, enough data to make a concise plan at the moment.
Well, the reason I have this plan is because no matter what, people's motivations don't change.
That's good to hear. Thanks for sticking around, as speaker. It's good to know that at least one of us, well, at least some of us, has a general idea of what we should be up to.
Valerius, Gunlock, you both also need a plan.
Oh, sure,
If you
look.
don't have one already.
Oh, sure, a look with Gunlong. I didn't look at her. It's like, are you done writing your book yet?
Look, I don't like this gathering allies plan, to be honest.
That's
We
why I'm
don't
doing
know
it.
who can be trusted, and I don't
I trust
trust our
anyone
judgment.
who dislikes her more than us.
But how do we know that that's true?
Because she's played her hand fully.
Yes. But she's also got fucking spies everywhere, surely.
I think the spies have made themselves quite obvious as well. They've not had anything to fear for a long while.
Well, they do now.
Hmm.
I still don't want to trust anyone else.
Then let me do the trusting.
I'd rather we go this one alone.
What is your plan? Your alone plan?
I don't know. Chaos.
I ask that we each have our own plan so that we're not hinging everything on one person.
Valerius knows, like, well, if we are talking about personal things to settle, I suppose I can find what happened to the Rackers. It seems that they have become some sort of freedom fighters, as optimistic as that sounds, considering the organization they were spawned from.
Definitely wouldn't trust that for a second.
Valerius
Why you're
sighs
not
like,
handling that one, Gunlock?
You know.
Valerius just starts laughing really loudly. Anyways, thanks for the talk and thanks for showing a part that we need to focus on, speaker. I'm gonna finish my spells. I'm gonna head off to bed. Do you guys want to take watch?
You're good with Magitech. Find a plan that's based on that.
Valerius nods in understanding.
There's snoring from one of the other beds as Bureau has fallen asleep. And then out from the bathroom with her hair and beard sort of wrapped in towels, she looks to the room. Good luck. Are you on one of the beds in the other room, or have you gone to the boys' room?
Just join the boys' room
Okay.
at this point.
She puts her
Instead
head.
of like yelling across.
Oh, yeah. It's just yelling across in the room, and the other place is like, oh, they're so noisy. She pokes her head past the door and she goes, I feel like I missed something, but it can wait. I'm going to sleep now. Good night.
Good night.
And we go back to the apothecary. Apothecary.
There's one last thing to Gunlock say.
Sure.
Your greatest strength is being alone, so find something that works with that.
Actually, I think my strength has recently been directing people in destruction, which has been really effective.
That can be used too.
She'll go to bed.
Okay. In the alleyway, the tincture is now complete. Is it an
Okay.
ingestion? It is an ingestion, right?
Yeah.
You pass it to the turtle, and he looks at you with like
Here,
squinty eyes, and he goes,
Chew
"You're
on this. It's not gonna taste great, but it'll make you feel better.
I don't know if I want to trust you at all." He doesn't even like reach for it, and you can understand why. Strange people giving a drunk turtle who just got thrown out of a pub
Mm,
a thing.
I wanted to drug you and knock you out. I didn't have to wake you up.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion.
Or actually, make me a persuasion wisdom with advantage.
Okay, so this number plus 3.
Oh no.
10.
Ah.
wisdom. Oh, +3. That's 10.
Yes. 10.
Okay, he doesn't take it, but what you realize in your wisdom is that when he talks, his mouth opens very slowly, and you might be
I
able
I
to
will feed it to him by
Colby.
force.
Colby.
Like I pause for a while, and like after saying that, and then when he next responds, I will just like lunge at him and be like, "Yeah,
He can't even react. He's just like,
yeah,
"Wah!"
he's too slow."
But he doesn't spit it out. He doesn't spit it out, and he just takes a long time to chew. What does it do?
It clears his head so he's not as foggy.
Okay. His head is a bit clearer. You watch
And
him
it is
come to.
minty.
It is minty. Oh, now it's like minty bile. I don't know if I like that.
There you go.
He goes, that's really good actually. I don't like being not drunk though.
I'm sorry. Usually I would just let you be, but I don't think I have time to be this person running around. Sorry, Craig. I'm really, really sorry.
How close was Zekin to Craig?
They are both raised up together, right? As I said.
With his newfound clarity, he actually listens to your voice and he goes, "Wait a minute."
I know who you are.
I rolled a natural 19, by the way.
Oh,
You think
okay.
he doesn't recognize you because... And then I gesture to you because you are in disguise still, right? Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
he might be in disguise, but his voice is you.
I don't usually hide that one. Yeah.
You can't be here.
I know, and that's why if I'm here means that I want to do something important.
You know what
or
I
something.
hate about you is that every time I talk, you speak as slowly as I do.
I don't know. Is it rude if I don't speak slowly,
Fuck
or if
you.
I? Okay, right. So you're awake now, at least. Clear.
You know, you shouldn't be here. We're all
I
worried.
I know I shouldn't be here. I came here because I heard something really, really damning and scary.
Right. He's still on the floor. Help me out. I know you can't do
Okay, yeah,
much, but
come,
help
come,
me
come,
out.
come, 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 come.
He
I put
puts
my
an
hand out.
arm.
We
Make
both
me
we
a
both
strength
helped him
check.
up.
Both of you make me
Can
a
I help
strength
him?
check. Yes, you
Yeah,
can
I
help.
helped him.
Yes, you help.
We're helping.
Strength
Go.
check with
Make the
advantage.
roll.
Oh, advantage.
Yeah,
Yes, advantage.
yeah,
uh,
13. That's a number.
It's something.
Oh, you can roll again. You can roll again. Maybe you will roll
I'm
higher.
rolling. I'm rolling.
Go, go,
Yeah,
go, 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 go.
let's see. No, it's 13.
It's a 13.
Okay, it's a
Okay, at
13.
least you don't
Acceptable.
fall on him because
Mhm.
this guy is very strong, but he's also very
Yeah.
heavy. So when he pulls your arm to catch himself so that he can stand up, he also yanks you. You stabilize yourself enough for him to be like, huh, old man noises. And then he stands up and you see him walk faster than an average turtle.
Ah,
Nice.
And then he
oh,
leads you to his house, which is about a 7-minute walk away. Within 3 minutes, he looks at you. He's like, "Are you sure there's still an amount of night to go through? There's not enough space in my house for you to stay in."
I won't be staying here. I'm just mostly question.
All right. And then you go to his home. It's neat. It's got white clay walls, very cute windows, painted blue on the rims. Like it's such a weird place for him to be staying, but it's probably
Very
cheap.
quaint.
Um, the 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 house above him has like flowers in the window, and he goes, don't judge me. This was affordable, and I needed a place to stay after, you know." He opens the door.
No.
No, place is nice.
Inside is kind of messy. You can see that this is a person who doesn't take care of himself anymore.
Yeah.
It smells kind of dank as well.
And then I turned to boss. Now you know why I got them, or got whatever I said previously. If he has a
Right.
place, yeah.
Come in. I don't have anything to offer you,
No.
but come in.
All good. We've had dinner.
He closes the door. I don't remember what you were saying just now.
Right. Do you know anything about missing kids?
He again, you see the creases on his brow appear, like he is contemplating whether he wants to talk about this.
Oh, this is my friend. Like, there's a like she comes here because just to keep me safe. So whatever you want to say to me in front of her, it's fine.
Make me an insight check, both of you.
Okay.
Insigit? Insigit?
Uh, I
Don't
hope there's no spies around here.
11.
11
Eight,
and
22.
22. With a 22, you catch that it's not hesitance out of fear, it's hesitance out of guilt. Something happened that he's not proud of.
Oh no! Please don't tell me you have a hand in it.
It is not, it was a mistake.
So funny.
I didn't know they were gonna abscond with the children. I thought
Hey,
they were
hey,
protecting them.
hey, dude! You don't know. You don't know. You just do what you think you're doing best. Okay, you don't know, so don't blame yourself. I'm trying to rectify it, fix it, or like I want to know what happened.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay, persuasion. Where's persuasion? That's persuasion. Uh,
23, very high. He believes you. And you see him calm down a little bit. But he is also still somewhat drunk. He's lucid, but he's still got a very high alcohol blood content.
mm,
And this guy needs to sleep it off. At least he remembers you. Where are you staying? I'll come see you tomorrow.
uh, we probably will do some errand in the morning, but we staying in the inn.
Somebody's been picking
I
up a lot of coin.
I don't want to. I don't want to stay there. I don't want to stay there. If there is an option, it won't be that one because there's no
Sure,
option.
sure. Anyway, I need to sober up, get some sleep, clean up some.
Right, right. Yes. Okay. You do that.
I'm assuming you're here for a reason and you're not just lounging around testing fate.
Of course not. My name is in board. The guards are looking for me. Of course, I'm not just here lounging.
Which means you're gonna be out of there by morning.
There's more to do, and I don't think I'll be leaving by morning, even though some stuff can't. I'm running on limited time in this town, but I don't think that time is what will keep me out of the town. There's still more to do.
He nods. Well, then, instead of me coming to see you and finding you not there, why don't you come back here after your errands? I'll stay in.
That's probably for the best.
Mm.
Maybe the next time you come by, you can bring some sustenance. There's payment enough
Mm.
for kicking me out of the club.
Hey, he's going to, if he could, shop you out.
A cold, clean, hard floor is still a cold, clean, hard floor.
Mm.
And then
Yeah,
he points to the floor in his house, which is not clean. It is cold and hard, yes, but inhospitable.
uh, again, I said I'm sorry. If I'm not running low on time, I won't just like barge in and undrunk you. I know how much you like to drink.
He stands up. At this point, he has gone to ignore you in
Mhm.
entirety, halfway through your spiel, and just gone to his bed and is now curled up, and you hear snoring.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
See you tomorrow. I'll just leave.
I don't suppose we need to help him lock up.
You say that and you look in your surroundings. There's nothing here to steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go.
You go. You reach back home and
Go back
it's
PA.
is 2 something at this point.
Yeah.
You will wake up with 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah. I know. I go in there willingly, knowingly. I will get that exhaustion. I'm sorry, boss, that it's taken longer than I expected.
Can I hit the sleep in button to dodge that single point of exhaustion?
Unfortunately, no.
Dang it.
Hmm.
This isn't like real life at all.
No. There's no time to
Zack-
sleep in. You are just exhausted perpetually. It's like real life exactly. What are you talking about?
Zack can apologize profusely.
Okay.
You eventually get back to
If
the
anyone
hotel.
needs to be exhausted, it should be the rogues.
Yeah.
The charismatic individuals should not be exhausted. You get back to the room. Everybody is tucked in, sleeping. Both of you fall into bed, and it is comfy. You haven't had like I don't know how
Shower.
many, like 20,000 third count silk sheets with goose down pillows and whatever blanket, and it just feels nice. And this is probably the nicest sleep that you've had. You completely black out. If you thought you were gonna wake up to do like a watch, none of you woke up.
No watch. I sleep like Anna in
Yeah.
the GIF.
Exactly.
I think it's safe enough for us to like not watch anyway. So yeah, Ziken will skip this daily early wake up that he usually does.
Yeah, Valerius has multiple detection spells casted upon the room.
Valerius, when you, I forgot at what point you casted alarm. Was it before they left? It was before, right?
It was before they left,
Okay,
so
okay.
I made sure that you guys,
You guys are fine. Can you imagine just going through and like ding
on seeing her wake up.
Diabla!
Windows, yeah.
All of you sleep and you wake up. Roll for badness.
Roll for badness.
Roll 20, place to
Oh, safe.
Spawn close but safe.
Safe.
Okay, good.
Never
Safe and
badness.
safe. Okay.
We're fine.
Good job, people. It is 10:53. Do you want to continue or do you want to wait until Ida has better connection?
I
This is
think this
such
is a good place to stop for the night as well.
This is
I will
such
head off.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can
Just
plan.
confirm what we're doing the next day. And then
Yes,
we can
you
call it, I
guys
think.
can plan what you want to do. You have the rundown. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Again, this is Second's home for the longest time, so it doesn't make sense for him to not know everything, except for the new
Okay,
stuff that
first-
happened in like 8 months.
First,
Mhm.
we like fill you guys in on, like, oh yeah, Mume went to look for an old friend and asked some questions about the missing kids. He invited us to go meet up with him sometime today after we've done our stuff. So I guess
Seems
that's
like
what
a
we'll do.
good idea.
In terms of the order of the deliveries, which ones like first and second and etc.
Gunlag
Okay.
is at from first
That's the
light.
green
Like
one.
Gunlag's
1
morning.
hour,
So
15 minute away.
she'll head
Yeah.
out before sunrise.
Are you going alone?
Nudge me
She
awake.
won't ask anyone to go with. She will just take the direction she's given and head out. If someone is tagging along, she's not gonna say anything.
Zooming Speaker and Valerius were like, okay, let's go.
Speaker
Yeah.
will just go to the red.
Hmm.
Mm,
We all
to the
go
red.
to the red one? What
We
time is
should-
the red one?
There's no
Evening.
time for the
No,
red
it's
one.
not a red. It's a distance.
From a
What?
distance.
It's a distance from the central market. It's not a time.
Yeah,
No,
but
but there is.
Yeah,
a-
there is a time.
Some
So
of
the
it
the
red
does say to
one
go there in the
is
evening.
in the evening when they're closing shop. So the green
Yeah.
one for Gunlog, it gives
The
you
green
like
one is morning.
like a window of opportunity.
Yep.
Instead of like at first light you have to be there kind of thing. It's like between this
but
time and this
between
time.
first light and noon, pretty much.
Pretty
Can we have
much.
that detail in as well because I don't see it.
Oh,
It
it's
is.
there. It's there.
The very last thing, it's
Right
the very
at-
bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, go in the okay, even okay, fine.
Tiered farms, blah blah blah. Go to market stall number 12 and wait there. So that's the green one.
Yes.
Okay.
and
Oh,
And-
we should all go because that's where the pierogies are.
and also
Uh,
I also require all goes to my delivery place because it says that make sure there are many people when I make the transfer, and I just want you guys around with me.
Sure.
okay. Busy, I guess. Hmm.
For the red one, if there's chances of meeting the resistance, I think it's good if we're all there too.
Yeah, that
Okay, I
one.
So
mean,
I
there-
guess
there's-
we'll
there's
all
no
we'll all
choice,
be there for
really,
all of
because-
them.
there's no choice because it's evening. Like you have finished everything by then.
Yeah, supposed to be.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think tomorrow is morning. We all go for
Pierogies.
pierogies, unless some people don't want pierogies.
I mean, it's
And then
second, you know, this factually, like the place that you're going to, it has so much fresh food as well because that's where all the produce is sold. So there's stalls that make food for you, that can grill. There's no fish here. That can
There,
grill
there,
chicken.
there is cook live.
Live cooking
Yep.
channel.
Live cooking.
This is one of the hidden gems of Falcon. Like most people don't come here. Most people go to the shopping districts and Central Market. They don't know that this is the food place where it's like
Oh,
affordable.
okay, we
I
can
think
buy
that's
food.
where we go first in the morning. Then purple is probably second because like people will start gathering there when they wake up more. So like towards the
Yeah.
middle of the day, and then evening is the last.
And then after purple, we can probably go to Craig's house.
Yeah, probably.
Mm,
And then we eat lunch, and then
Mm.
we chat with Craig and do whatever, and then we finish up with the red
Mm.
thingy.
Also, player to player speaker is saying what he says because he realized like to do what he does, he needs to put trust in people, which is a risk. So he
Mm.
encourages everyone else to have their own plan, so it's not all walking on one leg.
Yep, understandable.
Yes, but some of those plans might be like um what's the word I'm looking for? Pushing in different directions.
Yes, exactly. That's how it works.
You can see
Yes.
two worried faces from Bureau and Van who have never really had differing ideas of how to run a plan. They've always had one bad idea, and it's always come up
One
Millhouse. Like it's
So
always
first
been
oh no,
okay.
they're orange cats.
They're like, okay, this is a good idea. Yes, yes. If anything
Oh, we
happens, don't think
commit to
about
the
it.
bit.
yes.
Um, and they are mildly concerned, and you hear Bureau go, don't you think that we need to have some sort of at least a backbone of an alignment before we go off in a tangent? We are going to get to know more people and bring them to our cause, hopefully, and then we can branch out. There has to be some kind of taproot, or so I heard
We haven't.
Papa say.
I don't think we've decided on what that is yet.
I am in favor of speakers. No offense to you, Gunlog, of course. And then
of
from
course
the
no
back,
offense.
Van's like, I reserve judgment.
Yeah, we'll have to see how things go with meeting with the resistance and see what they're like.
Mm.
If they're anything like Zekin, I don't think we would have an issue, but that's me
That is a
being
lot of
optimistic.
that's a
What
lot
if
of
they're all like Sagan's friends?
I
that is a
don't
lot of
know if
assumption that all of them is like me. There's a lot more that is not like us.
well, so
I'm
far.
putting trust and risk in people, and Gunlock is the best person to prepare a parachute.
What you
Then
mean,
I'm
parachute?
going to be with Gunlog.
A parachute, as in you are the one worried about these risks because you have seen them firsthand. You
Mhm.
can be the one to make a plan differently. That doesn't count on what I'm doing.
In other words,
Well, if everything goes tits up, we'll head back out to the fucking tower and tear it down and then fuck off.
Van looks at Second. So uh how are we finding the rest of the towers? Your other team, with the cute one, they're going to
Goldfield, yes.
Goldfield,
Yeah, they are going Goldfield.
and
Uh, I believe their plan in Goldfield right now is to try to assess and scout out the location and even attempt to gain access into Ice Route, which is the big overall plan for them there at least.
I'm
That
just
one
Oh.
won't.
wondering if we can get, creepy guy Pearson to sort of do some recon for us. He seems to be quite powerful.
He has networks all around. Yes.
What if, and this is just me thinking out loud, what if he's the leader of the resistance? Ever think of that? She's giving you the squinty eye like, oh, conspiracy. And then Biro
No.
goes, don't be
Yeah.
ridiculous. Why would a leader of the resistance be so open?
There.
To be
Okay.
fair, he could be anyone.
It could
He could
absolutely be.
he could
He's not
be,
the
but
leader. He would not have
he
revealed himself immediately.
Oh,
and I concur with Baker that he is not the leader because I know people like him and there are people that doesn't like people like him. So
should I have had, asked him, fire burning bright?
no, don't.
No.
He will just
Okay.
ask you for something.
Sure.
Like he might also
That's
know that
giving him
you're
free information. He might have given you gold.
yeah.
I mean, as much as I like money, and then she looks around in this whole place, she does the sound of music in the mountains spin, and she goes,
Feels are alive.
there's none of that up top where we're from, and we're not going to be here for long, I don't think.
No, we just
No.
long enough
Probably
for us
just the one night.
to do whatever.
There is
we
a
need to.
sadness in her voice, but she understands. She's like, well, I think that we should go up top because this is where we're gonna end for today.
Thank you,
Mm.
DM.
Thank you everybody for playing. I will see you guys next week. Thank you people who are watching this. 4 of you. Wow, amazing.
Oh, 4.
4 people. Hi, say hi in chat if you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, that's fine too. Straighten your back, drink water, stretch, be good, be safe, and be a happy person, I guess, if you can. Bye.
Bye bye.
Free.